Hey everybody, this is Nikki. Welcome to Rona's 500 subscriber video hop. This is actually my first video that I am posting. It's not the first video I've made, but it is the first one that I'm going to publish or post, however you say that. Anyway, Rona and I have been friends for a very long time, and my inspiration for her hop is her and her encouragement to start this video series, to start the YouTube channel. And so it's a little bit of a different take on inspiration and how she inspires me. I love her beautiful layouts. I love her spirit. She's been my friend for a very long time, and she has encouraged me to do this. So what I'm doing here is something that I like to do a lot of the time when I have an event or something that had a ton of pictures. This was a weekend at the lake, and I had so many pictures. And if I put this in my album, I'm going to end up with probably 5 or 6 pages because I tend to do single page layouts, and I tend to only do a couple of pictures, maybe 3 at the most on a page. So I like to throw these pocket pages in here to kind of get a lot more pictures in, get a lot more things documented and recorded without having, 5, 6, 7, 8 pages of the same thing. So what I've done here is gone through and picked out a couple of papers that I want to use with these pictures. These are family, grandson and daughter-in-law. Anyway, playing in the lake. My grandson was having a great time jumping off the lily pad. So I've picked out a few pictures that I want to put kind of together on the front side of this page, and pulled out the papers I want to use. I kind of do this in batches. So I'll do all of the front, and then I'll flip it over and pick the stuff and do all of the back and kind of work from there. This is a Simple Stories line that I think came out last year. I don't remember what it's called, summer something. And I kind of went through it all in the beginning, kind of showed you a little bit of what I'm using. And now I'm just kind of picking through and pulling out little bits and pieces that I want to maybe use. Kind of do that and pick things out and just make a little stack or a pile of things I think I'm going to use, and kind of set the rest of it off to the side so I can go back through it if I need to. So I'm going through here, picking out some little die cut pieces in that. And I apologize, I'm out of the frame a little bit here. Like I said, this is the first time I've recorded a video in quite a while, and my setup is not quite perfect yet. So you'll be able to see most of what I'm doing. It's usually pretty simple. But I will get this sorted out for the next video so that you can see everything here. But basically what I'm going to do is go through one card at a time, kind of looking at them side by side, the general layout in mind, and putting little bits and pieces on these cards. These are little short moments. They're nothing that needs a huge, 12 by 12 page. I don't have tons of journaling to do. They're really just cute pictures, things I want to remember. The story in general will be told over a couple of pages. So I don't feel like I have to do a ton of journaling on each one of these. Most of them are just going to have a couple of words, if they have any journaling at all. This is the center line of that page protector that I'm using. Just sticking a couple pictures down. I'm going to put some decoration in the center, mainly just because I didn't have another picture that I wanted on this page. So it's a good place to, put some of those pieces that you like, that you don't really know what to do with, but you want to use them. And that's what I'm going to do here. I'm just going to put a couple of these pieces on here. And then I'm going to look for some little sticker pieces. Try to find a few things to just dress these cards up just a little bit. I don't want to go overboard because those pockets, they tend to not want to hold a lot of stuff. So I try to be careful not to get too much on these little cards on these pockets, just so that I don't have trouble keeping them in the pockets. And this whole process really only took me about 30 minutes maybe. I sped this up to, I think it's 2 times speed. So it's not a super long video, but you can tell that I kind of go through this pretty quickly. These pages especially, I don't spend a whole lot of time on, just because there's just not a lot to them. I even sped this up a little bit more here, just so you don't have to watch me fiddle-faddle around with this stuff forever. Just going through, again, looking at how I have the pieces laid out, finding little pieces to add to it. So I'm looking at finding a color I want to mat with. So I go ahead and use my super high-tech way of marking where I need to cut that, which usually involves a pair of scissors or my fingernails. Anyway, so I'm going to mat this little piece. It's going to go in the center of that card. It's just a place to park a cute little embellishment that I don't really know what else I'm going to do with. So I put that on there, add a couple of little word stickers, and I don't think I actually even put any journaling on these two. There wasn't really much to say about it. It's pretty self-explanatory. He was jumping, people were catching him, he was having a good time. And then these other ones, these are the top two cards that are going in that pocket page. And I'm adding some decorations on this one card on the right, just because I didn't have another picture to put there. So it's a good place for kind of a title, I guess. And then on the other one, there's, so I put that over my husband's face because it was such an odd angle. I was really trying to get my brother, who was doing his King of the World impression there, and I didn't want to crop the picture down completely, so I just, covered him up. It's fine. There's lots of pictures of him. So, and then it looks like I'm going to go ahead and go through these and trim off anything that's hanging off the edge. I am going to probably put a little bit of journaling on here, mainly just the date and where we were at. And then I'm going to go through with some journaling on this card about my grandson, and then of course realize I don't have enough room, so I have to move the sticker, and then I tore it, and then I cut a chunk out here because y'all, I fussed around with that for a very long time. So I finish up the journaling on here, and then I'm going to go looking for some enamel dots and put those in just in little clusters here and there. It just adds a little pop of color. I like the difference in the texture that it adds. Even if I'm not using a lot of lumpy, bumpy stuff, these do give you a little extra texture, and I use a ton of them. So I'm just putting a little cluster on each one of these cards, and that's about it. I'm going to go ahead and finish that up, and then get these little cards put in their pockets, and that'll wrap this up. It's going to be, like I said, a pretty simple page, a pretty quick and easy way to document a whole bunch of pictures. These are, I do these quite a bit because I like to have these little moments in there without having to do a whole page for all of it. So then I guess I don't know what I'm doing here. Apparently I didn't like where that enamel dot landed. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this up. I'll show you putting these in the pages, and the next video, hopefully, will be the back side of this page protector. And I want to thank you for watching this, for sticking around, listening to me fumble through my first video. And I will be back soon with another video. Thanks. Bye.